Hey guys, welcome back to THFE. This is Psychoduck, and I'm here with another competitive map feature. Today, we're looking at a map called Akasha by A Chunk. Not sure what he is a chunk of. Hopefully chocolate, not like poop or something. But anyways, this map has been around for quite some time, and it's kind of just slipped under my radar. But it was finally brought to my attention fairly recently, and I was like, wow, why have I not seen this before? It's a great map. So Akasha is a symmetrical 2v2 map, which is largely inspired by Halo CE's Damnation, which some of you may know better as Penance from Halo Reach, the Halo Anniversary map pack. But it draws several similarities from that map, but of course is its own design. And this map is built on erosion, which is also something rare for maps that I've featured. I'm not personally a huge fan of the erosion canvas, but I think this map uses it really well to create that kind of atmosphere. You got that like green lake going on. It kind of harkens back to that underground cavern that you saw on Damnation. But this map is really great as far as how it plays as a 2v2 map. It's very fast-paced, it's not a large map, and there's not a ton of hard connections around the map, so it's very movement intensive. You're not going to be sitting anywhere for any length of time. And it's cool because it's got a lot of verticality, but there's only 3 hard routes up to the uppermost level. And one of those is the super exposed pipe. So, you know, those hard routes are, you know, hard to come by, kind of, so, but then there's these other routes, and I'll get to that in a minute. First I want to talk about the weapons on this map. So there is a neutral sniper rifle which spawns kind of down on the platform right above the water, down at the foot of the map, and that's the only real power weapon on the map. But that is a very useful weapon, but it's also pretty difficult to use. You're very exposed when you're getting that weapon, and given the nature of, you know, the map being kind of tight and you know, encouraging you to move a lot, you're not going to be able to just sit down somewhere and snipe. So it's a difficult weapon to use, but it's a very rewarding one. There's also a bolt shot on the little central pipe that runs up from that sniper platform up to the upper level of the map, and that bolt shot is not to be underestimated. That is a very useful weapon, but it's also very difficult to use. You have to you know, be very careful with it, time your shots. You know, there's not much in the way of hard corners around the map. Someone's like driving a motorcycle in the background, sorry. You know, there's not these like hard corners around the map, so you're not going to camp around corners and use the bolt shot. Again, it's kind of difficult to use. Then there's a speed boost kind of in the center of the map, which can be pretty useful for juking people out, escaping from certain situations. But you have to be careful because there's a lot of potential to fall off the map into the water. And then lastly, there's the overshield, which is kind of in the tunnel at the back of the map, and that is also very useful. Obviously, you know, you can get some great encounters using that in an initial encounter on the map to your advantage. Can be really great. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the hard connections. The top of the map is very powerful, but yeah, there's that little bolt shot pipe up there, and then there's 2 ramps in the basically the base of the map, and that's it. But then there's also a lift from basically the overshield area, and there's these 2 teleporters which teleport you up to this exposed pipe running across the top of the map. And that pipe is very powerful, but it's also a very dangerous position. You can fall off into the water and die, and it's also very open, so it's difficult to control. But all these elements combine to make Akasha a really great map for 2v2 encounters. You know, it encourages teamwork and just has a lot of interesting geometry that you can interact with. So it's a really great map. It's, you know, been far overdue for a feature, so I'm glad I can finally feature it. I hope you guys enjoy playing it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. This has been Psychoduck. Bye bye.